Welcome back to
MISSCOMMUNICATION Podcast.
It's your girl,
Elsa.
It's your girl, Maya. And we're back with another episode.
So today, conversation or topic of discussion will be about something that we've seen on social media in regards to a male and a female being involved in having an outside child. So I'm sure y'all may or may not have seen it, but it's a video going around right now. It's basically a child interfering with his mother's relationship status. So we just want to touch, see what's going on with that. How y'all feel, how we feel about it. So let's kick it off.
For sure. I think, what was he, like 13?
Yeah.
Teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
13 years old. He just became a teenager.
Right. That is the first year.
Just,
But even like these kids that are after that, I mean, I don't know.
So the context that I received was he was very belligerent with the, let's say, stepdad, because I don't know if they're married or what the case may be. But as far as that, like, I've always promoted that my kids shouldn't ever disrespect any adult regardless of the status in their life.
Right.
Like mom and daddy, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, cousin, like if anybody that's older than you that is telling you something right, wrong, whatever the case may be, listen. If you feel uncomfortable about that situation, you bring it to me. But just to take it in your own hands, what are we doing as parents?
Yeah.
Where do we step up and step in? Like, he was cussing, he was threatening, he was like he was going in. Like he was going in on his so-called stepdad.
Right.
And it's like, so do you think that your child, if you have a child and you get with another man, do you think that your child should have any type of say-so if it's not physically or mentally harming them in a way that is detrimental to their growth?
I don't feel like adult relationships have anything to do with kids. Like, whatever your parent obviously, is going through or whatever the case may be, I don't think that kids should necessarily have a say-so in that. I mean, unless, it's like a
situation, or absolutely.
So it's like, because just even being her son alone, I feel like boys, especially if single moms, it's like you having to play that man of the house role.
Right.
So it's like you feel like you have to protect her.
But why in the black culture do we think as a young child?
I agree.
Because I've witnessed it where kids are
like
5 years
take
old
on that responsibility.
They're taking on a man's responsibility.
As far as like providing and taking care of your mom emotionally, physically.
It's like why do women even put that
responsibility
burden on? Like, why would you even want to put that burden on your kid? Like, that's your kid at the end of the day. Like, not only your son, which is supposed to potentially be someone's husband, and someone's dad. So to burden him so early as 5 and 6 years old with an adult style mentality, it's
heavy. I think it's irresponsible, or like, what do you think?
I don't even know what word to really put on it. I honestly don't, because I don't want to say irresponsible. I don't want to say lack thereof, because I know that women need help, and I know that when the dad does leave, it's like, I do need you to step up. But even as a kid as young as 8, 9 years old, that's a viable age. Like,
kids should be kids,
right? And it's like, you want to put them in a place of adulthood when you deem it necessary. But you also want to turn around and belittle him and make him stay in a child's place when you deem it's necessary. So how confusing could that be for a child so young to not understand his place in life and to challenge someone that's actually trying to reconcile and take control of the situation and become a better role model for you. Like, you obviously don't have your dad. Oh, you're not my dad. Well, shit, I don't even want to be your daddy. If you want me to be honest, I'm just trying to guide you, because I see that you have no respect for adults. You have no respect for authority. You have no respect for or regard for your mother. You don't have any structure, any balance, any stability in your life. And I'm here to bring that to you. And I understand that kids, everything doesn't click to them, because a lot of stuff didn't click to me until I got older. It's a lot of stuff was like, oh, you weren't yelling at me. You weren't, you weren't telling me all of these things to make me feel like I'm not going to be able to survive, or not like I'm not going to be able to manage my life as an adult. But it was like warning signs. Just like in the spiritual world, like you get warning signs of things that may be dangerous, or things that may cause you some type of trauma or some type of anything. So it's like, we don't take heed to those things though. We like, oh no, ooh, no, I'm not gonna. But it's like, that's your warning, like that's your scream for help. I don't know. I just, disrespectful kids. Me and disrespectful kids. It's hard. It's
I agree.
Hard. Like that's why I honestly have not gone into the child. I haven't gone into
child development.
I want to be a teacher. I don't mind. I know that kids need guidance, and I know that I could probably be beneficial.
Yeah.
It's the disrespect. Like, I'm gonna respect you as long as you respect me.
For sure.
I'm not.
And that's what I think a lot of people don't know, is that respect is definitely a two-way street.
Yeah. Actually, it was this man tonight when we went to this program. He was speaking about people stating that the statement is, respect is earned, not given. But it's like, who deems that? Like, who is like, oh, you earn my respect? Yeah. Like, what level is that?
Yeah. And to like who? Yeah.
So speaking
I can see that as adults. I don't see that from kids to adult stuff. Yeah. Like, I think automatically kids should, like you said, respect their elders. Yeah. It's like, because obviously sometimes our elders, y'all be wrong AF. Y'all don't be telling nobody the right stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it can be grandma, like, you're not telling me the right thing right now. I know you're coming from the right place, but I know I already tried that. Grandma, like, duh, but you can't tell nobody that.
I was about to say, but with those situations, because I do have elders that'll try to give me advice or send me in the right direction, because
it's like, I've already tried that. Y'all raised me right though, and it's not. I'm telling you, I already tried that as a disrespectful way. It's like, don't you think I know that?
But because in that aspect, it's just a yes, ma'am.
Right. And that's what a lot of kids do not know, because they didn't get that from home.
Right. They at some point in time, we decided that being our kid's friend was okay.
Yeah, and
what shit? You wanna we finna smoke together.
Yeah.
You can cuss because I'm finna I cuss all the time, so shit, fuck it. Cuss too.
Yeah.
What
do you think about the parents that letting their kids lay up in the house and stuff?
Lay up in the house and do what? At what age are we laying up in the house? And what are we doing?
Probably teenagers. He said, I'm grown. He come in the house late. You don't think he can lay up in the house?
And because he did. And the father mentioned he sell drugs and he be smoking weed. And it's like, at 13 years old.
That's like way too much.
I feel like at a point in time when we realize that the father is not going to be active, we need to actively
look for a father role. Father figure.
No. We need to go ahead and seek counseling for our young boys. I think we need to go ahead and seek them help, because at 10 years old, if you know that the dad has not been active and is very inconsistent, and as women, we allow the inconsistency. Yeah. We never put a stop to that, because it's like, oh, I don't want to be looked at as a bad mother. Oh, I don't want nobody to judge me. Oh, he gonna be a part of this. That's not my role. Woo. But it's like the inconsistency really damages kids. Yeah. Because it's like, my dad was here this week. Why the fuck you not here the next week? Why I can't call? When I call you, it's always an excuse as to why you got to get off the phone. Why every time I'm asking for $10 for lunch, I'ma have to see.
Yeah.
So it's like they get already enough inconsistency with that, and you're allowing that inconsistency to continue to take over their mindset, and you don't have any control. And it is hard to raise boys into men, and it is hard on women when we have to work dead end jobs and when we have to do all of these things. But it's also not fair to your kids to continue to put them through those things and not realize that you're damaging them in their adulthood and their lifestyle. You're damaging your kids to the point where they're not going to be able to survive on their own. They're going to be always looking for you. You're always going to be, you're always going to handicap them. You're always going to be, and I'm not saying that helping your kid or being there for your kid, or even, I'm not saying that those things, I'm saying when it's overly done. I've been in a situation where I'm not going to take care of my kid because I know that someone else is going to take care of me. What the fuck kind of knowledge? Where did you get off just assuming that just because I am who I am, that I'm just gonna 1000% do exactly what I need to do? Yeah. Let's say I go fucking lunatic, and I decide that I want to put my baby in the oven like I've seen fucking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You put that much trust, comfort. Yeah. To allow someone else to just totally take over and totally raise your kid without you having any knowledge of what the fuck is going on. That is insane to me. You don't check, you don't call, you don't, like, you know? So, I mean, I don't get it. But on the other side of that, the fathers that do come in, you're defending your son over a man that's trying to instill some stability and instill some type of character, character, love, support. Sure. I mean, the list goes on and on of things that these boys need. And again, you can recognize those things at the age of 10. You can recognize, you know, and it's like we recognize those things, but us in the Black community, we've always shied away from counseling, and we've always shied away from getting help, and being so secretive that we don't tell the stories and the true stories that are within the Black household. Yeah. But it's like that causes us now, we're just now at this age realizing and putting words to feelings and actually recognizing what we actually went through. For sure. And we're trying to work through those things. So us being at the age that we're trying to manage, but we're raising kids and we're continuing to create broken homes as male and female. Yeah. Because not only are you allowing this man to come into your life and continuously have unprotected sex with you, you're creating kids, and it's not one man, it's not two, it's three, it's four. And at what point in time do we as women stand up? Because we are in control. We do 1000% have control over our bodies. Yes. We can say when and when not. Yeah, they can sit up here and say, "Oh, well, you're no longer allowed to get abortions and da 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 da." You can create all these laws, but at the end of the day, we know what we can do if we really want to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like we put the ball in their court and say, "Oh, I had a baby. You need to take responsibility." Yeah. Yeah, you are 1,000,000% right. This man does need to take responsibility. But also, what responsibility did you take to make sure that your child wasn't going to have to go through the same traumas that you went through as a child with being a fatherless adult? Because now you're an adult. So you are a fatherless kid. You're still a fatherless adult. Yeah. And it's traumatized you from childhood until now. But you decided that it was okay to go lay down with a man and create another broken home, and then have the expectation that he is going to handle his responsibility wholeheartedly. Yeah. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. How can you put so much faith in a man that didn't even want to marry you? And I learned this, and this is internal. This is an internal growth mechanism that I learned. I'm putting this much faith into bearing a child for you, carrying a child, birthing a child, and then relying on you to be responsible enough when you weren't even responsible enough from day one. Yeah. But I want you to be responsible enough to make sure you take care of your kid. Sure. I want you to be responsible enough to make sure you're there from day 1 to day 50. Yeah. But we're no longer together though. But you need to be at every beck and call. Well, we created a broken home together. Yeah. But if we stop creating broken homes, we wouldn't have situations like we're having where you're disrespecting the dad. Oh, you're not my dad. Yeah. I don't even want to be your dad if you want me to be honest with you. But if I was a teacher at your school that was just trying to guide you and you were coming at me with that same type of attitude, you would have more respect for me because I'm your teacher instead of having more respect for me because I'm trying to make a better person of you at home. Sure. Yes, I'm just playing the role of, like I said, stepdad because I don't even know if it's been confirmed that they are together or not. But I'm playing this so-called stepdad role, and I don't have any backstory on it. I can't say that this man is just a phenomenal man and he's just the greatest stepdad ever and he don't treat the mama no kind of way and he ain't cheated on her. Because all of those things do come into effect because if you're a step parent and I'm seeing that the arguments, the lack in empathy, the lack of support, the lack of love, the lack of care that you have for my mother, right? Not even addressing me as a whole, just my mom. Yeah, I'm not gonna respect you as a man. Yeah, I'm gonna treat you like you're nothing. So it's like I don't have that background knowledge, but to sit and curse the way that this young boy was cursing at this man, that's just.
Do you think that if that kid respected his mom, that he would have reacted that way to the stepdad?
You can obviously tell he doesn't respect his mom. You can absolutely 100% tell that he does not have any respect for his mom.
I don't think that she have any respect for herself either because she said.
What did she say?
He listen. He do listen. Well, he listen when it's needed.
Yeah, he listen.
What wrong advice are you giving him? I gave advice to you, bro. I done been in your shoes. Parents say it all the time. I done been where you were. Blah blah blah. You done been a teenager before, whether you were a female or male. Right. Blah, blah, blah. You know how kids think, bro. Right. I'm not giving you no wrong advice at all, especially not as your mama. Right. As your only parent that we know of right now.
But.
You can have those people that be giving
parents advice. As women, and I'm seeing you bring men in and out. Yeah. In and out my life, my whole life. I'm 13 years old. I've seen probably 4 or 5 men.
So now I'm just expecting for you to go. It's like nigga, really.
You don't stay. You're not gonna stay anyway. Yeah. I don't have to respect you. Yeah. Every time I say something, and my mama gonna side with me. I'm a mama child. I don't have to fuck with you.
She probably talk. Do you think that's probably also a thing though? Do you disrespect this man in front of this child? Because if you don't respect the mama, I don't gotta respect the either.
Right. And also if he disrespects the mama. Yes. Because if you're constantly disrespecting my mama. Nigga, who the fuck are you to be disrespecting my mama? This is my
just
mama.
Popping that shit out.
You know? Like, no. Seriously, because it works like that. It's like you have to realize kids they absorb everything. They're literally, they absorb every little thing. So it's like you have to watch your character and who you have around your kid. Mm-hmm. You think just because you've been with a man for a year, oh, he the best man, oh, he this, he that. You gotta truly stay in tune to who your true beliefs. Mm-hmm. And the characteristics that you actually believe is something that's going to be for your soulmate, your personal soulmate. So it's like you drive a nice car, you got money, you respect me, you wine and dine me. But every time you come over, you don't really address my child. Yeah. That's an issue. Yeah. That's an issue for that baby too, in general.
And even just checking up on them, asking about them, daily discussions.
But I do not give any type of... I don't accept the way that he verbally abused that grown man. Like I don't appreciate that. So I don't want it to seem like that's a excuse that's given because of the things that this man may have shown. Because if, first of all, you wouldn't be that comfortable to talk like that in front of your mom if that's not something that she allows you to do. Yeah. I personally still mistakenly say words in front of my mom, and I still apologize.
Yes.
I have respect for my mom. Mm-hmm. I don't ever want her to think that I'm trying to be disrespectful. And I don't care what age I am. Exactly. I'm always going to respect my elders. And you have not instilled that in that young man. No. That is not something that's instilled in him. You probably go up to that school as soon as something happens and you bat for him. Yeah. You cussing at the teacher. You going off. And you probably have a lot of conversations in front of this young boy about things that are going on, about adult business. And you involve him in a lot of that shit where he does feel as though he is playing a grown-up role. Yeah. I'm grown. I believe is what he said on that video. I'm grown. Well, shit. What age make you grown? You're 13. Yeah. But your mom probably go around talking about some, I gotta pay this bill, and I gotta do it. Old enough to take care of yourself. And their eyes. Child. What?
All right, guys. That's all we have for today.
Always.
Tune in next Monday. Drop comments down below. Your favorite part of this conversation. Yeah.
Share.
Subscribe. Follow us on what?
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You name it.
Don't name it because they got a lot of
You name it.